Good afternoon, everybody. Apologies for that slight delay. But yeah, it's been always one of those mornings, isn't it? But we're here now. It's all good. We've hopefully got a website going live on Friday. So I've been working with that this morning. So everything's a little bit, oh my goodness, what's going on? So here we go. Tile 221 today. It's quite a journey, isn't it, that we've come? And of course, things are starting to settle down now. So everything's getting there. So what we're going to be doing today, okay. I've got a lavender or a lilac-y coloured tile from the Sorbet range. I've got my pen pencil tortillon. But it doesn't mean we can't bring in a little bit of metallic pencils if we want to. Or, a few other bits and pieces. This particular one as well would work nice with a tiny tile in the middle if you wanted to do a bit of a colour difference. So there's a few options in there. So yeah, shall we make a start then? We're going to most definitely start with a pencil because I want to do a little bit of a construction line type thing first. So for this, I'm going to bring in my my shorter pencil because this is a different lead than the other. This one's more of a HB where this is more of a B2B kind of soft pencil. So I'm just going to bring in just another tile to draw around. Of course, if you've got your ruler, you can do that. I've got a tile here. Oh, actually, shall I use that one? Oh, all these decisions. Oh no, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this one because I've had that in my stash for a while. See, it's got a bit of glitter. I'm going to use that one. Oh, I could change my mind. Am I allowed? All right. So I want to put myself a square in, but you're not going to see this square when you've finished. So it's not a border. It's more of a guideline. Okay. Oh, hi everybody. Do you know, it seems like ages since our last tile. It's, I don't know why. It just does. Obviously, a lot's gone on, maybe. Okay, so I've got this sort of square. You see there, look? Just drawn in pencil, just nice and lightly, because again, you're not going to need it. We do need to find the middle. So again, if I use my tile, and I'm just going to put a little mark, maybe a little bit in the corners, and a little mark this side. It's a good job I plan these things, isn't it? There we go, just a little bit more. Okay, got a little bit of a shape there. So you can come in if you want to and you can freehand this little square or you can draw it, using a straight edge again. Oh, I don't know why, Lynn. I know we've had a few problems with our internet. I've had a few problems, phone calls and stuff today, but hopefully it'll be fine. Okay. All right, so I've got that. I've got a square around the outside and a little square on the inside. And again, just to mark with pencil, I'm going to look at about halfway here and put a line. And then same here, a little line, turn it round, and a line, okay? So that's my construction. Oh, I'm sorry, Lynn, if the signal keeps going. It could be our end. We've had a few issues this morning, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, so I'm going to keep with pencil just for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start here with this line, and I'm going to take it sort of round a little bit up to this point here. Okay. Oh, Bonnie, is it chilly and damp? It's dry here, but we've got a few grey clouds. You see, so I've worked towards that line there. And then I'm going to turn it round. And again, sort of from here, I'm going to take it up and around to sort of there. And then again, see what I'm going to go from this bottom section and draw in that shape there. And then turn it round. Okay, and again from this one here, coming up and around, see to that point. And then again along here and up to there. So it's sort of even there. Okay. Oh, it's nice to see that you're receiving your books. I know they're getting out. We have worked really hard to get them out as quick as we can, so it's nice to know they're coming. Okay, there we go. So that's our first starting point. Now I'm going to do all of this in pencil because I know that you want to get this sort of right and you can come and make your amendments. We'll go over in pen in a short while. So there's our first starting point. So the next thing I'm going to look at this as it goes underneath. What I want to do is take it underneath but bring it all the way out to this point here. So let's start there, you see? And I'm going to bring it out and round. Okay. And then again, underneath here, out and round. Okay. And then again. So this one here, look. So there's my points going underneath. And I'm going to go along and round. And along and round. Okay, see there now, I can bring that up to meet there. And now let's do it again. So from this point here and here, so it's going underneath, so along and round and along and round and then along here. So, oh, see this one needs to go a bit further in. And I'm going to go along and round and along and round. And again, see this line here now? I can bring this up a little bit. Okay. So let's sort of finish this bit off. We've got two lines now that need to join together. So this one here, I'm going to bring along. Can you see that I might actually bring that down at a bit more of an angle? And then this one here is going to come back round. You see why we did it in pencil? I just want to get it right there. And then the next one, round and round. There we go. And along and round. And the next one, along and along. Okay, so we've got that kind of shape. So that's actually not too bad when you think, you know, we've done this in pencil, so you can make changements if you want to. It's absolutely fine. So, okay, in we go with the pen. So I'm going to start, doesn't really matter honestly, let's start here. Got to start somewhere. So let's bring this line in and around. There we go. And we'll do this one too. And then I'm going to do this one. So you can redraw this in any way you like. It's you can do all of it in one corner and then move on to the next. But I'm going to sort of work my way. You see I've gone off the line there, but that doesn't matter. So we don't really need those lines. And of course, once we start adding a little bit of grey sort of shading in there, it'll be fine. It's kind of nice. I like this inky tile. It was a good choice. I'm sure it'll look lovely on the lavender. But yeah, I'm glad I chose this one. So one thing I would sort of say, when you've started one line, I would continue it rather than stopping and doing another. Just finish the line you're working on. There we go. And then bring it in there. Well, let's do this next one. It's a nice shape, isn't it? I like this one. I like these interconnecting ones. It's nice when you show them to, you know, friends and family and say, look what I've done, and they don't actually believe you've drawn it, or they're like, how did you do that? I think it's really clever. Oh yeah. And then in this one, again, just sort of follow underneath. There we are. If you find that the line's a little bit too awkward to sort of do all in one go, stop and start. See, stop and start, turn your tile, and then pick it up again. There we go. And then down the next one. And then along and down here. And then same with this one. And in and down this one. Let's have a look at that. Okay, look at that. All right, like it. Like that a lot. So we've got this sort of design going on here. So what comes next? I think let's add something around the outside first. And I'm going to start with, I'm going to put like a little droplet on the top there. It just looks like it's sort of come round and maybe a little twist. So I'm going to do that on each of those points. Oh, I know, Bonnie, it's lovely, isn't it? I do like doing these twisty ones. You can do all sorts with them afterwards as well. So there we go. And then I'm going to do a row of bubbles, of course. I'm going to start the bubble in the middle there. I'll work my way out. Now again, you don't need to worry if these are different sizes. What you want to do is make sure that they touch each other. Just working your way up there. There we go. And the same on this side. And again, you could have started at the end if you want to and go all the way across, but I wanted one of those bubbles in the middle there. So I thought it was better to start there. And then of course here, you see I've got a gap. You think, do I want a big one, or am I going to get two of the smaller in there? You can sort of decide. And I think it's a little bit easier to do that in those corners rather than do it in the middle there. So again, just little rows. See there, I'm going to make a larger one just to fit it in. And same with this one. I apologise if you're having a little bit of a problem with the picture today. It does honestly look fine here, but I know I've had a little bit of an issue with the internet this morning. It could be the signal here, but I'm just going to keep going regardless. Alright, so bubbles on this one, and then same along this way. Okay, so again, look at the top, I can get two in there. And last row, bubble in the middle, and then drawing those little shapes in there. There's something about bubbles, and take your time with them. Give them the little bit of time that they deserve. I know they're easy, but each one a little bit of attention, a little bit of love there. There we go, all the way around. Okay, like that. So okay, let's have a look at this this bit here then. I'm going to sort of work with this section, and I'm going to draw that line in there. So let's do that on all of them. Now your line now might be a little bit different than that original guideline you've drawn, but not to worry. We're just going to work with the shape we've got there and add those in. Alright, let's go in. Victor, next tile swap. We always do the tile swap on the third Monday of the month. So whenever that is, I always give you the wrong date, so I'm just going to say third Monday of the month. All right. So I'm going to bring in a line, see here, look, with a curve. So up and along. then in. See, it's not had to follow the whole shape there. And then back down, part way, and then another, and then all the way. Okay. All right, a double whammy. All right, let's do that again. Here we go. So you can start part way up, draw yourself a curl in, and then bring it back, and then another curl, and bring it back. Okay. Oh, hi everybody. And yes, we're at Nadia's birthday. I know she's coming for a class actually as part of her birthday, so absolutely there's got to be cake involved. I know we're doing that at the end of the month, so I know we're talking about the end of March already. It's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, it's all good. Spring's in the air and things are settling down, so there we go. Okay. I know, Shirley, I noticed I didn't see a tile swap from you. It's, they're all out here. They're all ready to, for me to take a photo of. So they'll be, we'll probably do that tomorrow now. There's a few little bits I need to do this afternoon, so we'll do a swap tomorrow. Oh, Wendy, why not do them in pencil first? Or maybe, why not, if you struggle with these shapes, why not draw the bubble or draw first 2 bubbles and then join them together? That might help. Just to see how it goes. Okay, you see here, I'm just going to do what we would call an aura. So I'm just drawing around that shape we've created to create another one. There we go. Yes, Sally, I did. I got those. I can't honestly say I remember everybody's name, but yeah, I can remember because yours, there's 2 envelopes in there, so I remember that one. Yes. There's some really, really creative ones come through. I know I gave you a little bit of a challenge with the Sanntangle this time, but I have to push sometimes, it's my job. Okay. So what we're going to do with this, I'm going to fill it with bubbles, of course. There we go, just working it round. Of course, any of those little gaps we can fill in with a little bit of ink there. Okay. And then around. Just think next tile swap, it's tile swap 15. So that means 15 months we've been doing it. Anybody out there that's done the whole 15? I'm sure there is. Christine, yes, I can remember yours, and I've got Joe's as well. So, yeah, Dobby's already had a look through. He's chosen his, I think. Despite the fact I said to him that you have to, you know, just take whatever swap occurs. He's like, no, I'm picking. So Dobby thinks he's special. Oh, Jackie, they all look fabulous. Honestly, they do. Don't worry about it in the slightest. Okay, here's where we're at so far. Okay. It's good to be challenged, isn't it? I think. It's one of those things that we have to try new stuff. And there is a new product coming out that is going to challenge you a little bit and get you to sort of try new bits and pieces. So, have to watch for that one. There we go. So I'm going to, again, I'm going to put some bubbles in this one here. Starting in the middle and working my way around that side and then around this side. Of course, just fill in those little bits at the side there. And then turn it round. Oh, Cheryl, you need to have a go. Honestly, it's not as scary as you'd think. And I do explain things whilst I do the video, so hopefully I give you some ideas to put down. It's just about having a go and just a bit of fun, and then of course if you can connect it with Lynn, nothing gets past you. Oh well, if you think about it, I've got 2 channels, 2 shows this month. So Hobby Maker, there will be a new stencil. I think we all have already got an idea of the theme that's going to be. I don't know. By the look of some of your tiles, it's very similar. And then of course on Crafters TV there's going to be something new as well. So yeah. And of course I know that Hobby Maker doesn't ship to the US at the minute, so Crafters do, and of course I do. So I'll take some of the stuff from Hobby Maker onto the Crafters TV as well, so you've got the best of both worlds, hopefully. Okay, so let's have a look here. Now you can do this either way. I think I'm going to go from this point, and I'm just going to add a little loop in. See, in the middle, and then one at this side, or one at this side. And then I'm going to just sort of add a bubble in each one of those. Okay. There we go. Same with this one. John? Oh, John's just come in the room. John, could you just please tell Dobby he can only have 1 tile? He's picking He's picking a few up. You'll never catch him. He's causing trouble. Leslie will be up in a minute. She can take him downstairs and give him a job to do. Yes. He picked up 3 or 4 tiles. Oh, good grief. Where was I? Right, putting loops in. It's bad when you've got to watch your elf, isn't it? There we are. Little bubbles, and then of course just gonna fix those in there. A little bit of ink, just holding that down. Oh, Lynn, I can't say any more right now. I will give you a hint as to what's coming. Oh, I'm going to add an extra one there. I'll give you a hint on Friday as to what's coming next week, I promise. But not today. You've only just had book 7 delivered. Come on, you've got to spend a little bit of time with that. So there we go. There we are. Oh, Christine, you need to join in the tile swap. It's fun. It's yeah. Oh, honestly, just if you watch on the 3rd Monday of the month, so say at 2 o'clock, if you watch the video, then I'll explain everything that you need to know at that point, so not to worry about it. Okay, so we've got this sort of shape now. Let's have a little bit of a look at that. Okay, so I'm going to just leave these for a minute, and I'm going to do a little bit of work around the outside section here, I think. So I'm going to bring in a tangle that we sort of know, but I'm going to change it just a touch. So here we go. This is familiar. There we are. And then this will be. And then curl around. And curl around. So we sort of know that tangle. It's one that we all love to use. So then I'm going to work again as though I've not drawn that, but I'm going to come slightly out. Back to the point. There we go. Slightly out and back to the point. And then I'm going to do again. So it's a sort of aura, but we're working to that point each time. There we go. And then I'm just going to fill this middle bit with some bubbles. If you like doing your bubbles, it's bubble heaven today. There we go. I think he is, Lisa. Yeah, we need him there. sorting out, or else we'll have to take his socks off him. Oh, it's catching him now. Now, I must admit, since Craftopia last October, he has behaved, must admit. I think he just gets a little bit overexcited sometimes. So, yeah, Leslie has to take him in hand. Okay, and just again, I'm just filling it with some bubbles. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? It all fits in. So, I'm going to add a couple more here. Same as before, see, with this. And then just sort of add in that first shape there. Oh, Sally, do you know, he actually started to free the elves. And we did have a few billboards made. He had been on the laser cutter, and he was making his own posters using the printer and stuff. You know, so you know. But yeah. He keeps asking for his own Instagram, actually. I think we're going to have to set him his own Instagram page up. That'd be funny. All right. So again, I'm just sort of going to work my way around this little space here. There we go. So it seems to be working in pairs. I don't mean it to be that way. I'm just sort of putting them where I've got some space, and I think they'd be quite nice. Bad. Oh. I need to refer to my manual, actually, as to looking after your elf. Training your elf, that would be a good one as well. When they're free, it's a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to just do one here, see? So they're not all at the same height. Oh, Christine, yeah, you have to try it on green, see what it looks like. Working its way around that shape there. There we go. You see, we've got a bit of a row going on. I know, Lindsay, that's the problem. You know, I mean, we've still got a lot of gnomes hanging around from Christmas. They've sort of like decided to stay. So sometimes it gets a little bit crowded in the cupboard under the stairs. Gets a bit rowdy. Good job we haven't got neighbours at the minute. I'm sure you all think we're mad over here, but we're not really. Well, maybe just a little. There we go. Alright, just sort of work with these little bubbles. And a couple more. So we don't have to put loads in. You can put as few or as many as you like. It's entirely up to you. But I'm just gonna have a look at this when I've done this one. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Let's just zoom out a little bit. There we go. So another one sort of here. And again, so whether you want to do all on one side and all on the other, or you could actually do all of them and do the bubbles after as well. It doesn't matter which way works for you. Oh, Lindsay. I know. You do have to have a little bit of fun at work, and it's very serious business, but not really. Working our way just sort of round there and then along this bit. See, I'm starting in the middle again. You don't have to, but it just sort of helps balance things up, I think. And then you can work both sides. There we are. Just again, filling these little bubbles in. to think then, am I on the right side there? Oh, Bonnie, true. Absolutely true. I have no problem being left-handed and a little crazy. My husband's just looked at me with the word little crazy. He just rolled his eyes and walked back into his office. Oh dear. There we go. Okay. And then just keeping this going. This repetitiveness works really well, so we just need to keep it going. Oh, here's Leslie.
Yeah, but I can't make you drink your cups up here.
Well, Leslie, please take Dobby with you.
Why is he playing that?
He's trying to choose more than one tile.
Oh.
He's messed up the tile swaps, so I've got to redo that.
Oh. I bet I know which one he's going for, though.
Yes, I can. Well, he's picked about 6 of them.
Oh.
Sort him
Right,
out.
come on, you. He's coming.
All right, I can concentrate on what I'm doing now. There we go. Here we are. Okay. So again, you can put as few or as many of these in as you like. So you can go big or small as well. You could try it with different colours. Chris. Absolutely, yeah. That's not the first. That's not the first time somebody's said that. No, I don't know. So on my new website, I've got some space so I can start writing a bit of a blog. I think definitely my first one, I've got my head. I'm going to write a little bit about this past couple of months, and the trials and tribulations we've had. But if there's anything else that you think you'd like me to write about, the life and times of Dobby. I know, Pat. Then just put a post on the Sanntangle group, and if I can do that, I will. A day in the life of Leslie Elf. Do you know what? Every day's different here, and we sort of meet new challenges. And of course, you know that swapping to a new channel, that it wasn't fully. We're trying a few different bits and pieces, so we've had to work out how to create our own dispatch notes to get them sent to you, and we've never had to do that before, so that was quite a job, which is why things are probably just maybe a little day later than we would normally have got them. And of course, we don't get the orders until it's not even the day after, because they don't charge for the products till the day after the show. So then we don't get the orders until the day after that. So that was, we didn't expect that. So.
He's in the naughty corner.
Is he? Oh, okay.
I told him to calm down.
People think we're mad here.
We are. You've got to be to work here.
You see that hysterical laugh that came from... Oh, Chris, you need dispatch notes. I need to send you, obviously you need to have the address on it, and we need to write on them what products have been ordered, so then when we have them on the packing desk, we can see where we're sending it to and what products we need to put in the envelope. So that's took a little bit of setting up, because normally the other channel would have done that for us. Yeah, so I think the Hobby Maker is sending out little notes to say this is what you've had and this is how much it cost you. And then, of course, we have to send it with some information to say this is what's in your package and this is where it's going. So we've had to sort of, well, John's I had to create a program for us to do that. Yeah, I've done the same because I ordered from them as well. So I thought it was a little bit unusual, but hey, we just work there. Okay, last little bit on this now. Oh, there you go, there's my ceiling. Good job it's clean, isn't it? There we go. I've just put a line in this one. What I'm going to do is just create little lines coming from that point all the way out. And then the same this way. All the way out. And then onto this one. Down here. And all the way out. And the same on this one. All the way out. There we go. Janet, at the moment, I have no idea what's going on. We're just going with the flow, and of course it's all very new. So we're learning as we go. But yeah, Leslie and I were there, and John actually, all last week. So we ordered from the channel as well. So I got that note and thought this is a bit hard, but hey ho, that's fine. Let's just go with it. There we go. All right. So, okay. I know, Lindsay, but I'm hoping that, you know, once it gets sorted, that's not going to happen. I hope they're just going to send, you know, the one. But let's just see how it goes. It'll be fine. Okay, so this cross in the middle now, I don't really want. The ideal thing would be is to, you know, use a little bit of colour and maybe add in a bit of a gem there. But for now, I think finding a rubber in a bag full of crafty bits is beyond me, so I'm just going to go with it. You know, don't you have these bags to make life easier? And then you can't find anything. But that's all fine. I'm going to come in with pencil. And this one, I say, I'll probably come back in later and I'm going to add some colour into this. But for now, I'm just going to come in and add a little bit of pencil. Just see on two sides there. Not particularly neat, doesn't have to be. And then from here, if I just sort of add in a little bit of pencil here. See, I'm going in a little bit heavier. And then there, where it goes underneath. Let's work it round. See where it goes under here. And then working it round. And then along here. There we go. And then here. Okay. And here. I've just spotted at Chris, if you've not taken a photo of your tile. I know there was one other lady, Christy. If for any reason you have not taken a photograph of your tile, if you could, let's think how we could do this easiest. If you could just send me a message and just ask me to photograph it, I'll do that before I split them all up and then send it you. That probably would be easier. Yeah, just send me a message, I'll photograph it and send it you back. But you'll need to do it today before 5, because by that time they'll be swapped. Okay, so we've done this little bit. So here I'm just going to bring a little bit in this point here, a little bit there, and there, and there, and then of course bubbles, a familiar little sort of smirky type of shape there. So if you've got large ones there, can do what you see how these are really small. I'm not going to do that. Honestly, I forget to photograph mine as well, so don't think you're on your own with that. It's fine. But if you let me know, I will. Of course, then once they're swapped, that's it. You've got the large mosaic, but then I don't keep photographs of all of them so separately. And then I'm just going to add around the outside. You see, just outside those bubbles. Okay, then along this way, and this way. Okay, no problem. I'll look for yours, Lindsay, and Christine's. There we are. You see, I'm ignoring what's underneath there. Just sort of going around the outside edge. I might come back and add a little bit more in a short while, but I think we'll go with that, and let's have a look at how this is going to work. Okay. Oh, Glenys, you're just so organised. My goodness me. Here we go. Now you see I've got this cross in here. Yeah, you might want to get rid of it. I'm not going to worry too much because I'm going to bring some coloured pencils in after the tile and colour that in. So, you know, you won't see that anymore. But you don't want to wait for me for 10 minutes while I look for a rubber. Okay. And a little bit here. See, I'm just going to pull it up the shape there. Same on this one. There we go. And this one. And of course this one. And this. Just lovely, isn't it, how it sort of works underneath. They all interlock. Of course they're not, my pencil's not touching. There we go. Yeah, take a picture of Joe's tile. There we go. That's if Toby's not run off with it. I think Leslie made him put them all down, so we're good. Okay. Right, so let's have a look. That's sort of there. Let's do this little bit here. So again, if you want to do this in sections, go ahead and do it that way. I'm just systematically working my way around. You notice there are a few tangles that I've perhaps not added some shadow on. I want a little bit of a change maybe, you know, going a bit of texture. So otherwise there's going to be a lot of graphite on there today. So there we go. Let's pull this one out the outside as well. Now remember that square on the outside, we can't really see it anymore. So that's quite nice. So you're going to see it when we started with that square. It seems like hours ago now, doesn't it? It wasn't, not even an hour. Now that little bit of resistance there, I think because I've got a little bit of mica powder on there, you know, underneath in one of the, I must have used one of the ink sprays or something for this tile. I can't remember honestly, it's been in my box or my bag for a while. I've been itching to use it. Right, you see here where we've got this little bit? I'm going to come back in and I'm just going to add some pencil just where that black section is there. Just want a little bit more going. Okay. Just in we go with a bit there. And then I'm going to come back in with my black pen. And you see, I'm just going to work, see where it's underneath, it's out, going underneath there. I'm just going to bring a bit in on that end. So I'm not going to do all the lines, but you know, just sort of where it's crossing there, just maybe that one there. This is just where it's going underneath. I'm just picking one line, so I'm doing one but not the other. So maybe, yeah, see this one, even though you've got a lot of black ink there, you can still see it. And on this one. And then we'll just put a bit of a white highlight in, I think, somewhere, and see how that looks. Okay, so we've done a few there. Just gives it a little bit more depth. And of course, just going to bring in my white pencil. And of course, the first thing we're going to do is add it up at the top of these points here. Look at the difference there now. There we are. And on this one. There we are. On this one. And then of course, where we've got the darks here, we're going to add some light here. And we're actually going to come in and add some more dark. So you press on a bit more there. And comes that torty on. And then just maybe a little bit on the tops of those. And a little bit there. And you notice that, see, we've got some of these little bubbles that we didn't add anything in. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to bring my gel pens in. I'm just going to add a little bit of highlight to the bubbles. I have added some too. And then here we go, a bit of a gel pen. I'm going to go in with I've got that sort of coppery colour. And just maybe, oh, that's nice, it works lovely. Just going to bring them in there. Around there. And along here. You see where we've got a few that we've not added any shadow onto, then I'm going to add in a few little dots there. Maybe that one, see, just brings it out a little bit. And then of course, well, thank you, Rose, they are unusual colours, aren't they? It's not what you'd, I don't know, maybe what you'd expect, but then again, it's nothing if I'm slightly unpredictable. Some little dots around here, look. Just, you know, don't put your finger in them and smudge them, because of course they take a little bit longer to dry. And you know, you might want to change and do different colours, but you might want to just keep with the one. There we go. Maybe just a few around here. And I'm going to leave that space because I think that's where I'm just going to put my initial. Here we go. So there we go. Goodness, love that. Love how it interconnects and crosses. You know, having that little bit of a highlight on there as well makes all the difference, you know, on these little bits. I've completely left these on purpose because I think we can end up with a little bit too much graphite and everything's shaded, but we've got a little bit of a contrast there. You could always come in with a little bit of white again and just add a little bit of a white highlight on, just to sort of give it a little bit of something. Don't have to. And there we go. All right, okay. Oh, lovely, thank you. Oh, Janine, I recognise that name. Hi there. And yeah, all done. So yeah, if you want me to photograph your tile swap, just send me a quick message and I'll take a photo and send it back to you. But please do it before 5 o'clock today, because then they're all going to get mixed up and swapped, so I won't have them then. So here we go, tile 221. have fun with this one, enjoy, and let's see what you do with it. You might want to change a few bits, or definitely go in with a bit of colour in the middle for that gem. I think I'm definitely going to do that myself, just when I locate my pencils. But okay, have fun with it, and I will see you, all being well, on Friday at 2 o'clock for tile 222. Goodness me, do you believe I'm saying 222? Goodness. So yeah, have a good one until then, and I will see you all soon. So take care.